If you cannot get yourself to do something every single day, it's not because you're lazy or that you're easily distracted by social media, because to be honest with you, all of those things could be easily removed. And I've seen this with myself and with my clients. Once we optimized their environment, once we eliminated everything that could have distracted them, and we also introduced like website and app blockers, they still were procrastinating and they had difficulty to get focused and get things done. And if that's something you've been experiencing as well for some time, then in this video, I'm going to explain why this is happening. And I'm going to give you 4 main reasons why you cannot get things done, why you're procrastinating, and why actually procrastination does not exist and what to do about it. So without further ado, let's just dive right into it. So the main reason why you're procrastinating these days could be one of these 4 reasons. So number 1, you are not aligned with what you need to do. Number 2, you don't have an intrinsic motivator. Number 3, you're not balancing the challenge skill ratio. And number 4, your biochemistry is all over the place. So let's just cover each of these separately. So number 1, you're not aligned. If you're not aligned with what you need to do on a daily basis, it will be very difficult for you to get it done. And maybe there is something in your life at the moment that you're doing that you're not really aligned with. And alignment comes from your identity. So if you're doing something that is really like you feel a lot of resistance towards, and it's not really helping you progress, then this could be a sign that you're not aligned with a particular action, and it's time to change it. And once you get aligned with the action that you need to take, you're not only going to see better results, but also you're going to notice that your procrastination will vanish. And I'm going to give you a quick example about this. Let's say you're doing cold email to grow your online business or any business that you have, and you're doing all of these emails, you're sending campaigns to random strangers, and you're trying to get business, trying to book meetings, but every time you do that, you absolutely hate it. Like you hate the idea of sending cold email campaigns to grow your business. And if you've been in a space for some time now, or if you're just a new beginner, then you know that there's so many ways to get customers and clients these days, online and offline. Like you can do content, you can do ads, you can do whatever that might be, but it doesn't have to be only this one thing, because you will find many people doing many different things. And if there's like someone that is doing content, that you like doing content to grow your business, and someone is doing that, and you see them being very aligned, and you see them that it's actually working out for them and their business, then it's a proof that it could work for you too. And it's also an indication that, okay, if that's something that you're more aligned with, and that's something you would rather be doing than just forcing yourself to do cold emails and blasting out campaigns and things like that, then you can definitely go for it, because there is no right or wrong way. Just pick something that you're aligned with, do it, and you will see that you won't procrastinate anymore, because you won't have to do something that you absolutely hate. Number 2 is that you don't have an intrinsic motivators. So there are 2 types of motivators. It's internal and external. And when it comes to the external motivation, it doesn't really last very long, because if your only goal is to make a lot of money, buy nice houses, all these material things, which there's no problem about it, because all of us we all have something that we want to buy with the money that we will make. But if that's your only motivation, that it's not going to last very long, because even if you achieve it, then you will think like, okay, what's next? You know, the same happened with me. Like I was working so hard towards getting an apartment, and once I got it, then I was like, okay, so what's next? And like I didn't have anything to motivate me, anything to drive me. I was procrastinating, and it was a very tough season. And then it just confirmed that internal motivation is the key. Because if you say you just want to make this amount of money per month, are you really excited by it? Are you excited by those digits, or are you excited by what the money can give you and how it can make you feel? And that's the key, and that's where the intrinsic and the internal motivation comes into place. Because the money gives you, for example, freedom. The money gives you peace and calm, because you don't really have to think about making money, so you don't have to be in this constant overthinking and where this next money is going to come from, because you have plenty of it. To give an example of what that internal motivation could be is like, for example, your why. Why are you doing this all for? Why are you growing your business? Is it for a sense of freedom? Is it to help out your family and loved ones, retire your parents, help out someone, give money to charity? Like, what's your why? Best thing that you can do is to get clear on what that is, and that will drive you more than any materialistic thing that could possibly drive you. Next thing is your vision. Create an image of a life you want to live. Have a purpose and mission in life. Don't just be in this business just to make money, because again, like that won't last long. Because once you're gonna make the money, like there's nothing else that will drive you. Okay, so you need to create like some sort of a purpose and a mission in life. That way you're not only going to be motivated, but also you're going to be way more fulfilled. Next internal motivator could be chasing mastery, like being the best at what you do, like being an expert in your field and every day becoming better at what you do. And that also gives you that internal motivator to keep going, because you want to chase the mastery, you want to be the best at what you can do. Lastly, having passion for what you're actually doing, because again, if you're there just to make money, then it won't last long, and when the things get difficult, it will be very easy for you to quit. But if you're doing something that solves a problem for someone and you're also passionate about it, and you're not just there to make a lot of money, then you will also be very fulfilled, and you will actually make better results and way more money than if you're just working on something boring that doesn't even interest you. And that's actually exactly what happened to me, because I didn't like running an agency. It was not something I was interested in, and it was nothing that I would chase mastery in as well. So I did something that I'm more passionate about, more fulfilled, and where I want to become the best at. And that was what I'm doing right now, helping entrepreneurs and professionals with peak performance. So once I did that, I made better progress, my life got better, I made more money, and everything was way better from there. So if you're currently doing something that you absolutely hate just for the sake of money, and you're always chasing the materialistic thing, then just think about these 4 things that I just mentioned and try to find that internal motivation within, and then you're going to be absolutely unstoppable. And number 3 is your challenge skill ratio. So now here's the question. Are you working on the tasks that are too easy or too difficult? Because if it's one or the other, or maybe even both, then you may have noticed that it's very difficult for you to take action consistently. Now, what I mean by that is then when you're working on something super easy and something that bores you very quickly, then you're not going to be very interested in doing that, and that will cause inaction and procrastination. On the other hand, if you're working on something that is very difficult, that is outside of your challenge skill ratio, then you're going to have analysis paralysis, and again, like you're not going to get things done, and you're going to postpone it and procrastinate on it. So to make work easy to do and make work feel like play and make progress every single day and avoid procrastination and also enter the flow state while doing so, you need to find the right balance. Now, here is what I'm talking about. You need to be exactly right here in the middle. You don't want the task to be too challenging that will cause you anxiety, but also you don't want the task to be super boring, that is below your skill level. You want to find the flow, which is in the middle, okay? And you want to focus on the tasks and stay there every single day. This also represents the rule of 4%. That means that you want to be working on tasks that are just 4% above your skill level. So that means that you're not super anxious, but you're not bored as well. And you will access this flow state by doing so. 4th reason why you're procrastinating is because your biochemistry is all over the place. Now, what I mean by that is that you could be lacking essential minerals and vitamins in your body. You could be having hormonal imbalances, or you could be eating foods that are not right for your gut microbiome, and it makes you feel bad. It doesn't help you perform better, and it also whacks your whole biochemistry. So if you're deficient in essential minerals and vitamins, if you're not eating the right foods, then your body is not going to work properly, and that's the biggest cause of you feeling low motivation, no drive, and procrastination. So sometimes it could be that you're just not giving your body what it needs. And the first step to fixing this is to take a blood test, do hormonal panels, and see where you stand. The next step you can take is to implement the right nutrition plan that is made for your body, as well as custom tailored supplementation. So instead of just following some random healthy diet on YouTube and also buying random supplements because some fitness influencer recommended it, you need to take more like personalized approach to like health and your biochemistry and to optimizing your body, because everyone's body is different. So you need to find something that works for you, and the best way is to just follow these 2 steps. On top of that, if you like motivation and you find yourself procrastinating a lot throughout the day, maybe you're also deficient in the neurotransmitters in your brain, such as dopamine, serotonin, GABA, and others, okay? And to find out, you can do a quick neurotransmitter test. I will link this test below this video. There you'll be able to see what deficiencies you have, and you can supplement accordingly tackling it via just adjusting your diet or introduce some supplementation. That's everything for today's video. If you need help overcoming procrastination for good and start performing at a high level consistently, then feel free to book a free consultation with me. It's just a friendly conversation where we'll talk about where you stand, what you need to do to get to the next level, and if there is any way I can help you do that one-on-one, then we can talk about that as well. And if you like this video and if you're more content like this, then make sure that you subscribe, hit the like button, and I will see you on the next one.